Hello everybody, it's Chibi, and today I want to be bringing you a manga I recently discovered called Drifters. I've been in this crazy manga phase recently. I've been wanting to find random manga to read, like seinen manga, since I've been getting into Terraformers and, Sindonia no Kishi. So I've been tracking down different seinen type manga to read, and I came across this manga called Drifters. Now, I only read one chapter, and I guess this video is going to be more of a thought so far on my first impressions of the first chapter of Drifters. Now, this is a seinen manga, so it's meant for the mature audiences, and it takes place in a Sengoku period of Japan. Now, what's interesting about this first chapter of the manga is the art style. The art style, from what I've seen of Drifters, is really beautiful. It looks really good, and it doesn't look gritty. It looks like it's something that suits the Sengoku era of manga. Now, we've all seen, the Sengoku era in anime and manga a lot. It's a reused type concept we have seen quite a bit. But I haven't read a lot of those type of manga, so I really can't judge the Sengoku era type manga cliche a lot, so I'm not even going to go into that. But Drifters as a whole, from the first chapter, it sets up some pretty interesting things. For one thing, our main male character, I think he's our main male character, Toyohisa, is pretty much like he's fighting this army, Naomasu, by himself in this chapter, and you see him take down, the army's leader, he stabs the army's leader in the heart, shoots him in the heart, and pretty much the army leader retreats and stuff. And so I don't know exactly if the army leader died in that moment, but still what it shows is that our main male character, Toyohisa, is pretty freaking insane and strong. Because, we see him take down this entire army, he's fighting it by himself. In one panel of this chapter, you see where he cuts a dude's horse's head off, and at the same time he cuts a dude's freaking body and torso off his legs. You just see the body flop over, and I'm like, oh my god. This first chapter just shows you what the series is going to be about. And one thing that's interesting about it that sets it different from other Sengoku era, manga I've seen in anime, is that right at the end it seems that our main male character has died. That's what I'm getting from the feeling of the ending part of the chapter, because the reason why I say this is because this is one dude versus almost an entire army or entire squadron in the Sengoku era with a freaking katana, okay? And so, he did have wounds all over him. You can see, spears and stuff all in his body at the end of the chapter. And as he's walking, you see rain pouring down. I love the art style in that. And then you see, this other room, something that you'd see in a modern era. Our era, you'd see, a huge hallway with different doorways. And then you see at the end where Toyohisa says, am I in a different reality, a different dimension and stuff? And you see this dude at a desk and it has Toyohisa's name on it. And I'm like, huh? So what I can guess is what is happening at the end of this first chapter is that Toyohisa has went to the afterlife, or a different distortion between time and space. I don't know exactly. I don't know the exact premise and the story of this manga. I don't know exactly if it's going to turn into time traveling or not. But from my first impressions, it has beautiful artwork, and it has some great character designs. The character designs on the main character looks fucking badass. And what really got me into this manga when I first started it was because there was a couple color pages. First 3 or 4 pages were color. And my god, the color pages looked like a freaking anime. It was just beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. Now, honestly, just judging from this first chapter, I could probably tell you that this manga is going to be good. I can already see from the potential of this manga what it's set up. I don't know exactly if this is a monthly or a weekly release, but either way, I feel like I want to try to read this manga, because this manga seems really good. And also, there's a couple other manga I've been reading on the side earlier tonight that I want to actually probably do a first impressions on. But still, I want to talk about this, though. If you're interested in a Sengoku samurai type era manga, and you've been looking for something that's more mature, and something that has some violence, it looks like it might have something to do with a different dimension, I guess give this a read. It's interesting. Get the first chapter read and see what it is. Right now they really didn't set up nothing about the world element. All they pretty much set up was that it was the Sengoku era, and that, you pretty much, it seems like they're in a different dimension at the end. That's all it does. But from what I saw, looks pretty good, and so it seems to be interesting. So everybody, tell me your thoughts on this manga. If you've already read Drifters, please let me know in the comments below if this is a monthly or weekly release, and at the same time, is this manga worth continuing to read? I want to read it, so it looks good. I wonder what everybody else thinks. Should I review this series? It's up to everybody else in the comments right now to let me know. Everybody, I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.